Cooper had a beer before this.
Hell yeah, dog.
He's lubed up.
I built a bookshelf. I wanted to relax.
Yeah, I guess
Have
that's
a
true.
freaking beer.
I tried to tell him we're not that kind of podcast.
Oh, well, we
But
are.
he didn't care.
I've done
he
it
didn't care at all. Yeah, when we do fucking Shermed Out, and you ruin that podcast.
I came to this podcast one time with like a glass of bourbon.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, I forgot.
We had a good time.
Oh yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Next time I've got some ginger ale that's traveled from afar.
Goddamn.
That I if I'd have known, Carter's out for this one. We have America's other favorite next door neighbor, Cooper Lyden, sitting in. I don't got bourbon. And despite the name of this beverage, it actually does not contain alcohol. But today I figured we give it a rest with the energy drinks and move into some regional sodas.
You got me hooked.
Well, I think it's got caffeine. But this is the pride of Salisbury, North Carolina.
Cherry wine?
Cheerwine.
Pure wine.
So this is like
it's
a
the
red
color
cream-
of cola.
yeah,
it a red
it's
cream
red.
soda?
It's red. It is like I'll say this:
Cherry cola?
Cheerwine is sort of to North Carolina what Dr.
yeah.
Pepper is to Texas, where
Oh,
it's
we all
like
get one?
it only tastes like what it tastes like.
Yeah.
It's got a very very unique taste. But I'm
Yeah.
interested to see what you guys think.
Dr. Pepper is
Oh, okay.
32 flavors. Or 30 or
27.
23, something like
27. You're thinking of Baskin Robbins.
that. Oh, they're good too.
Yeah.
Did you notice that sodas are smaller now? They used to be 20 ounces and now they're 16.9.
Yeah, that's probably
They fucked us.
I think it's they get a tax write-off for using less plastic.
I think they fucked us. Is what I think.
One of those.
This is one of those scams they pull where they're just like, "Oh yeah, we could. It's good for the environment."
Yeah.
You know. And then pretty soon we're all in camps.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes down.
What do you think, Cooper?
It's pretty good. Kind of falls off on the back end.
It's
But
yeah.
What I really like about it is that it's 211 calories per bottle.
That's almost 311.
Oh, it
Makes
does
no-
smell like Dr. Pepper.
A little bit, yeah. It's kind of like a weak. I don't want to say weak Dr. Pepper, but sort of like a mellow, real.
We got a real Mr. Pibb situation over here.
Y'all are gonna piss off our North Carolina people.
No, the thing is, it's not bad.
Yeah, I like Cheerwine. It's one of those things that appeared in the grocery store in Alabama in probably 2002, 2003, and I was like, I just got it because I was like, oh, that's a funny name, and I figured I'd bring some back. Those particular bottles have traveled all the way from St. Simon's Island, Georgia. I picked those up around New Year's.
Is it
says-
flat?
I think that's how it tastes.
It's not supposed to have carbonation.
I mean, it's got some. I mean, it's not. Is yours totally flat?
It feels lightly
This
carbonated.
It's lightly carbonated.
Phosphoric acid in it. What's that? Are you trying to fucking poison us?
I don't know.
Best
I don't know what
when
I'm doing.
cold.
Yeah, it is best when cold. I'll say that.
It says it.
I
That's
just
what
don't
the label.
get if it's supposed to be carbonated or not.
Yeah, but yeah, that's big thing in North Carolina. If you go to Bojangles or if you go to Cookout, any of those.
I've
chains
always
down
wanted
there.
to go to Bojangles.
Bojangles is good shit.
It's carbonated because I just shook it up and the bottle got firm.
You gotta
That's
drink a
good.
whole gulp of it at once to kind of feel the carbonation. Maybe that's just how people in North Carolina drink.
Could just be
shit.
old too. Rivers brought it from across the country.
I was thinking that. I was like, I have gone across several planes of elevation.
It probably got hot and cold and hot and cold.
or just from the lowest of the plains down at Auburn up to the mountains of Montana. So
I'm gonna try to open this again. Can I go into your bathroom and open it over the sink?
no, do it
Okay.
here.
Okay.
We got to deal with it, whatever happens. Not shit.
This shit's flat as fuck. Even with a good shake and an open, it barely got carbonated. People from North Carolina, tell us what the fuck is wrong with these.
Yeah.
I
If
don't
it's
even
supposed
know
to be
if
like
it's
this,
wrong.
it's not wrong, but it's just different, so it's easy to be scared and hate it, you know?
It's
That's our
sorta-
nature.
It's like a inland Hawaiian punch.
Very
Like
inland.
middle of America.
The thing is,
Nebraska. It's a punch vibe.
it is one of those things where I don't hate it. And it is weird that it's red, but kind of tastes cola-y.
Yeah, I think that might be maybe the wine part. I wonder if the name came before the formula. You know,
Yeah.
I could see a situation where it was like, well, it's red. They're
gotta
like, call it wine.
So let's take the cocaine out of this and sell it.
Yeah,
I mean,
or take the
listen.
wine out of this.
At its core, it kind of does just taste like flat cherry Coke.
It does taste like cherry
That's
Coke.
That's fair.
But
That's fair.
if we ignore that fact, then it's nice. It's a nice thing.
Yeah. You can find these at specialty shops out here and stuff like that. But
Might be a good mixer.
yeah.
We
Might be a
have
good
some
mixer.
brandy at the house.
Ooh,
You guys
I'll
could
save
drink it.
cheer brandy wine.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, we're doing
A lot of people don't know it's called brandy wine.
Right.
And that's way more fun to say than brandy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just know that from songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know it from drinking a bunch of cheap brandy.
You know it from hitting the Easy Jesus.
What's the Erkin Jerk?
yeah.
The classic E&J.
Yeah, E&J, Easy Jesus.
I've never heard of
that. Was
that.
I heard actually on this show one time. Pat and Goodnight got real drunk on E&J on the show, and he kept calling Easy Jesus.
I guess that works. You can just call it anything.
Yeah.
I think it's like Earl and James or something lame like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Christian Brothers.
Dude, I was trying to think of the name. I just remembered the brothers part, but yeah, me and my boy Ivan used to just chug that shit.
That booze, I only know it from the Elliott Smith song, and because of who Elliott Smith is and what happened to him, it just immediately becomes the de facto most depressing drink I could.
Oh
think
yeah,
of.
it's a blackout alcoholic liquor for sure.
Which one?
Christian Brothers
Christian
brandy.
Brothers brandy.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, we should get some for you.
Yeah,
Isn't 59 grams of sugar more than usual?
that's fucking crazy.
What's like a usual soda of this size?
That's a fucking shit crazy ton of
Is
sugar.
that why
the
it's so
average
flat?
weight of the people in the state.
This is just fucking syrup. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? God damn.
Cooper, you drunk right now?
It's got red 40 in it.
Hell
That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
dog.
It's my rap name.
I was about to say I like his cousin E40.
Drinking E&J.
By the way, speaking of E40, I got the Rap Snacks ramen noodles.
Ugh.
Have you seen those?
E40 as
No, that sounds sad.
Oh shit! I need to bring them up here, man. Yeah,
I didn't even know that existed.
I
Who's
got-
the rapper that brands them?
Well, I got there's E40. I believe his is like sirloin steak flavor, and then
This beef. Just beef for
Hey,
all
man.
the regular
Hey,
ramen
man,
heads
let
out there.
E40 have this. And then Master P has creamy chicken gumbo, and Lil Boozy has Louisiana hot chicken. So
Okay.
yeah, and
Louisiana hot chicken ramen?
yeah. So basically,
He's probably go for an additional $1 in prison.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna do what Sam just did, but it's beef and creamy chicken and spicy chicken.
Yeah.
The flavors.
There's no way they changed it.
Yeah, and if I'm being honest here, and there's a chance that maybe the Rap Snacks are suffering from a bit of old stock syndrome, which may or may not be the case with our cheer wine here too. Not good.
Oh, yeah.
Like they taste like pretty bad, but I think it might be.
Did you have a control
You
of
said
like a regular ramen?
No, I went to college. I've eaten a shitload of noodles in a cup, and they usually don't have a cardboardy taste like the Rap
Oh,
Snacks
God.
do.
Yeah, you just said like you were gonna like really describe it, then you were like bad. Just there's nothing else you can
Just
say about
garbage.
it. Not
I mean,
even
yeah.
can't even joke about it.
And
just
I've
bad.
It's like, how do you describe the flavor of a bouillon cube? You know? You can't really do it. It's just salt.
Well, that
Yeah.
usually is delicious. It's the noodles where I find the deficiency
Oh,
because
really?
the noodles have like a cardboardy taste to them. It's like I said, it might be an old stock situation
Yeah.
because I remember hearing about the Rap Snacks ramen noodles maybe 2 years ago, but I didn't find them until I was at the Torch gas station on Wire Road, just off exit 85. This is an ad for them.
They sell them at the smoke shop down the street where nobody wears a mask.
They sell Rap Snacks there?
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where they sell all sorts of, most stoner shops sell these snacks because people come in and they're like, hey, man, let me buy a bong.
Let me get little yachty chips.
Yeah, yeah.
Why would you trust a brand that has to have a celebrity to make you use it?
I don't know.
That's why like Shaq is on
I
the
don't know.
general
Say that to
insurance.
this Slim Jim
Yeah.
with Randy Savage on it.
That's
Slim
right.
Jim doesn't. Oh well, they have to do that.
They didn't for so long, though.
Yeah,
That's what's even great. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that one. I mean that's not even an argument.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's not the same.
If you have to have fucking 21 Savage to sell chips, like how bad are the chips? It doesn't even make sense.
I mean, sometimes it works out. WrestleMania had Bad Bunny, and he was good.
What's that?
He's a
Is that the Gucci flip flop girl?
No,
he's
he's a good rapper.
He's a rapper from Puerto Rico, and he loves WWE. And they were like, "Hey, do you want to do a match?" And he trains and had legitimately one of the best matches on the fucking card.
Nice.
Like, yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well,
he did a
does he
Canadian
have-
destroyer.
Does he have something better than Gucci flip flop?
I
His
don't know.
songs are better.
Sounds like no.
I
Yeah, I've got to check him out.
And isn't Gucci Flip Flop? That's just Future. What do you mean, Gucci Flip Flop girl?
The Bad Barbie.
Oh, Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
Bad
no,
Baby?
Bad Baby.
Bad
Bad
baby.
baby, bad Barbie, bad bunny. We live in a really smart place.
It's hard to keep. It's keeping track. It's like Derek, Durock. All the people you've met named Durock and Derek spelled differently again.
Durock?
Yeah, they're hard to tell between.
I've
where
never
you're
met a
going.
Durock in my life.
don't
You
know
need to
where-
get out more.
The only
guess
person
so.
I've ever met is Bad Bunny.
And he gave me a Canadian destroyer.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Right on the
I
mat.
mean, baby. Sorry.
Wait, is Bad Baby, is that the Dr. Phil Catch Me Outside
Yeah,
girl?
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Hey, I knew one.
That's their first hit.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Wild life.
Yeah. I wanted to say this. We've spent a lot of time.
That's going to be a crazy true Hollywood story one day. A crazy and sad one. Documentary about her life.
Oh,
She's
Bad
kinda
Baby.
Just
Yeah.
going through it, I mean, she made $1 million in one day on OnlyFans because guys are fucking perverts.
Oh,
Like, she
yeah, I did
turned
see that.
18.
Yeah.
And then, like, the same day, dropped OnlyFans, made $1 million. It's crazy. Like, we're just watching her have hustles. Because, like, she gets on
And
Dr.
we're judging
Phil.
her.
No, I'm
And
not. I
we
think
judge her.
No, I think she's really doing it to the limit. I love it. But, like, she gets on Dr. Phil, probably gets some money off that somehow. And then just starts making music, gets money off that, and now OnlyFans. Like, she's kind of set.
We'll see. The bottom's going to fall out.
I was gonna say,
fall out eventually.
$1 million might not last that long.
She might have a good head on her shoulders. We don't know.
Did she end up going to the Dr. Phil camp after all?
I don't know, but she's making money moves,
Yeah, that's undeniable.
And if she has issues, she can pay to get them fixed at least. So.
Yeah,
Which is
physically. I don't know if mentally you can pay to get them fixed.
You can go to therapy.
Yeah, you have to want it to work though. That's the thing about therapy they don't tell you. If
Yeah.
you just go in and complain about your life, your therapist is like, this isn't for that.
Yeah.
Get a friend.
Get a podcast.
I'm going to, I need to teach you how to not complain about your life all the time.
All that matters is that she still has money if she hits rock bottom.
I don't think you do when you hit
I was
rock
going to say, I think
bottom.
rock bottom includes financial.
Emotionally. I mean, there's a lot of celebrities that still have money but really hit rock bottom,
I don't
Britney
know.
was tormented, hit rock bottom, still had a lot of money.
That's
I-
not
I
rock
wouldn't say
bottom.
that's rock
though.
bottom.
I don't think you know what-
Emotionally?
She hit a bottom.
Oh, I don't know. What she's
not- I think-
slamming an umbrella into a restaurant.
I think maybe you could look at like a Steve-O. I think he got pretty bad off. I don't know how much money he had.
That's the
but
thing, though. He's got the residuals
He
coming.
wasn't broke.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He had enough to buy whippets.
You are devaluing these people's struggles for cheap laughs.
I don't care. They're rich. Their one day of their worst day of their life is better than my entire life.
Brittany had a real rough time.
Yeah, undeniably.
Well, you know who's not rich?
All of us.
Me. Yeah. I got a text from Wells Fargo today.
Ooh, that's never good.
It's like we've detected unusual activity on your account.
Oh no.
And so I had to call the number, and they were like, "Yeah, did you spend $100 at a place called Rapid Gas?" And I was like, "No." And then I was like, "I drive a fucking hatchback. I couldn't spend $100 on gas if I wanted to." And then they were like, "Oh, also, did you spend $56 at an Exxon 2 days ago?" It's like, no.
That's a lot of wrap snacks.
Yeah, dude, that's what and then they were like, also, did you spend $75 at a Valero station last weekend? I was like, no, I did not. So a grand total of $231.
You should tell them some of those gas stations you went to in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
You're
we're
actually
also
driving.
thick.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe they were like some weird gas station I went to that just hit, but they're like, no,
Yeah.
they go up immediately. immediately. So I was, they obviously set it in motion and gave me the credit back and all that stuff, which is cool. And then I was trying to make the lady laugh. I was like,
Why? I get it.
He hasn't been on stage in a while.
I haven't been on stage in a while. She helped me out.
It's just funny how you said it like it was a logical progression. So I got like $200 stolen from me. Anyway, I'm running bits.
She's
what happened?
She's helping out. He's helping out.
I was very happy. They were like, we're going to take care of it. Don't worry about it. Because $231 is make or break for me, pretty much.
Sure.
And they were like, okay, well, we're going to get it figured out. I was like, oh, that's great. And I had, I'd already mentioned the line about having a hatchback. I'm like, I couldn't spend that much on gas if I wanted to. I got a hatchback. And she kind of laughed at that. So we'd already started the giggle and rolling.
Right.
So she said she'd help me out. And then I was like, if you catch these people, ask them what they were doing with all that gas. Because that was the main thing. I was like, that's a lot of gas.
She was like, I'm not a cop.
Well, she goes, unfortunately, we usually never catch these people, but she goes, I have heard of people putting gas in containers so they could sniff it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was like, $231 of gas is a shitload of gas to be sniffing.
You're getting the whole party high.
That's a fucking, you're
That
getting the
would
whole
be
town high.
so funny if they stole your card just to huff gas.
I bet if they just bought a bunch of beer and food.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they got a full tank of gas for them and the whole family and then bought groceries, obviously. But it was just funny because she was like, and I was like, man, I didn't know that the Venn diagram of credit card thieves and gas huffers really
It makes sense.
cross paths at any point. But boy.
You got scammed by a guy with an F-250.
That's what I was thinking. Guy drives a fucking Hummer or some shit. Like,
Honestly, good on him. I hate to. The thing is, I'm not like dissing you because you're getting your money back.
I'm getting the money back. Yeah,
he's not getting caught.
They said so.
Nothing bad happened to anybody.
Just gas.
Yeah, just
probably
gas.
going to work.
Yeah.
Which probably
is
not all he
driving
does.
to go commit credit card fraud again.
Or he's really good where he's like, I steal this card, I'll use it for gas. Steal this card, use it for food.
Yeah, how did they get you, do you think?
I don't know.
Damn.
It's they always talk about how like
you can't trust those porno sites, Rivers.
Well, what they do say is that sometimes they'll have readers that people will just attach to gas pumps,
I've heard of that.
and then you fucking slide your card, and then they got your whole shit.
That's why I pull them now.
Yeah,
I
they
saw
say to
that
just
on
fuck with them.
Oh, okay.
You go to ATMs, I pull it.
Do you remember the urban legend in the early '90s, Sam, that people would hide AIDS needles on the gas pumps?
I still think about this all the time. My favorite is you know what? I was sweeping my seat at the movie theater for years because there's a rumor that somebody left a needle sticking up and a note that said, "You have AIDS.
You have
now."
AIDS now. Yeah.
And so every time I went to the movies for years, I'd be like, God, I can't get AIDS at fucking.
But then theoretically, even if you do that,
Yeah.
it's still going to stick your hand.
Now that's why you go sideways. The thing that would be smart if they put it under the fabric completely.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what a true prankster would do.
An AIDS prankster.
Been pranked. Yeah, because there are all those stories of like someone would be like, somebody came up to me, stuck a needle in my arm, and said, "Welcome to the club." Like, did they?
I had the worst experience of my life the other day. I saw Daredevil with Ben Affleck,
Yeah.
and then
It's like, did they, or are you a closeted, internalized homophobic? Is that what happened?
But now I got a whole checklist at the gas station. I got to look for AIDS needles. I got to jiggle the credit card slot. These things add up to time lost, guys.
Got to wear leather gloves
in
everywhere.
a crazy world like this, it's fine. You got to do some shit you're not going to be happy with.
This would just be so crazy to get AIDS and be like, I guess I'm just going to fill needles up with my blood and booby trap people. Like, why?
This was before they really had a medication for it, I guess. You're just in a bad place.
Yeah.
Well, this is also before people had other shit to worry about, where they just had to make things up.
Yeah, make stuff up about gay people to
The nine-
make them
yeah.
seem worse.
The 90s, everybody was making money back then, so
It's
people
cooler
just
than a mass shooting.
made things up. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then it drives home the
But
point of
still
like,
not cool, I want to say.
No, we don't approve of hiding an AIDS needle in a movie theater. Just
you
for the
know,
record.
Or a hepatitis one either.
Yeah, don't think that just because it's not AIDS, I'll be cool with it.
It'd be funny if it was like a very curable disease. It's just like, you now have strep throat. It's like, yeah, I'll just get amoxicillin.
Your next week of your life is just going to suck, kind of.
Somebody with the flu injects you with their blood. You're like, is that even how it works?
Like, I don't know,
Do
but
I have the
fuck
flu?
you.
I just have different blood in me. That's gross.
I just kind of walk around thinking about it.
Yeah. If you got AIDS, you wouldn't even think about that part.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sorry to everybody who didn't like hearing all that, but also not sorry.
Yeah, well, jiggle them credit card slots is all we're saying. Watch out.
Yeah, that's the point of all of this.
And if you're the one that stole my card number, you know,
fuck you.
Fuck you,
also,
dude.
if you're the one who
Fuck
left a
you.
negative review on Shermed Out, fuck you.
someone left a negative review on
Yeah,
I didn't
they
see.
did. Somebody told me they did. They said it was.
What?
They said it was a snooze fest.
Well, listen, that's not cool, whoever did that. And for the rest of you listening, go subscribe to Shermed Out and write them guys a nice review.
Yeah, because now we got to balance it out.
That's
They
terrible.
said it was a snooze fest?
That's what Courtney told me.
Damn.
I don't believe that.
Well, look it up right now.
I can't believe
You and your
people-
fucking snoozer stories.
I can't believe this.
I can, dude. I totally can. There's been a couple episodes where I was like, God damn, I should just be mean to Cooper right now.
What the hell?
Just so anything is happening.
You didn't tell me you hated the podcast.
I don't. I'm just fucking with you.
You should have mentioned it. I thought we were having a good time this entire time.
We were until we got the negative review, and now we need to fucking reassess things. We're clearly doing something wrong.
Well-
we wouldn't get one negative review if we were doing something right.
Hey, man, you know you're doing it right when you got haters.
Yeah. If everybody likes you, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah,
That's what I say.
It is so funny because that's not how
let's
that-
take the ugly baby approach to this.
It's so funny because that's not how that,
Is that her name? Big
how that
Big
thing
Baby.
works in this situation. Like,
What's Catch Me Outside's name?
bad
Baby. Bad Baby.
Barbie?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Bad Barbie.
Something like that. Look, like we've said, it's very confusing to keep up with these people.
It absolutely
Although very
is.
different. Very the same.
Not confusing if you give a shit.
Which none of us do.
I do. I want to know how
I
they're
think
doing.
that's a great point, Cooper. None of us give a shit about these people.
I found something kind of fun I wanted to share with you guys.
I want to be mean to Cooper again.
Shermed Out Pod. It's the show.
I'm here to have a good time.
So over on the Patreon last weekend, Dr. Pat and I watched a 2011 movie starring gold medalist and WWE superstar Kurt Angle.
Oh, yeah.
And also Sid Vicious and Kevin Nash. So it's a bunch of wrestlers. In
Was
this.
it about wrestling?
No, it was a horror movie, and no one did their finisher. I'm like, it was a horror movie involving boats, and I'm like, you're going to get Kevin Nash there and have him not powerbomb a guy into a propeller.
They didn't even fight?
They used axes and shit. They didn't.
Oh, that's
like,
a bummer.
It was so stupid. I was like, why do you have a guy who's 7 feet tall if he's going to fucking stab someone?
Maybe
Fucking
they
have
wanted
him-
to show they have range.
Well,
Yeah.
I
They
did
can be violent in other ways, too.
I did appreciate
styles.
the movie was called River of Darkness, and I did appreciate that it was the era of Kevin Nash where he looked the most like Kenny Rogers, where he has the long white hair and shit. It was
Oh, yeah.
we're like 1 year out from Magic Mike, so he hasn't quite broken a real Hollywood yet. He's still doing dumb shit. So anyway, the whole movie there's 3 songs throughout the entire film. 2 of them are different versions of the traditional song "Wayfaring Stranger." The only original tune to the movie, they filmed the whole thing in Pittsburgh. So this was a local artist named Big House Pete.
Dope.
Damn, he sounds like he lives in a mansion.
No, I
Shout
think it's
out
a jail.
BHP.
I think it's more of the jail Big House
that's
situation.
unfortunate.
The song that was in the movie was called, it was just an instrumental called Speed Bump on the Junkie Highway.
Will we be able to rap to this?
It's pretty hard rocking. I don't know.
I can rap to anything.
Okay, well, let's put that to the
Speed bump on the junkie.
All right, so this is Speed Bump on the Junkie Highway, and here is Cooper Lyden trying to rap to it as soon as this ad is over.
Let him catch the beat.
Shout out Big House Pete.
Yes, this is going so good.
Had to calm down with my boy Pete, standing on his feet, playing guitar in the big house. But you're gonna calm down, man, you a little mouse. I'm a big boy, you a toy, and I'm gonna calm down and break you. You a motherfucker, I can't fake you. Jukebox with the big house Pete, you know I calm down quick, had to smoke 3 heat.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
love Big House Pete. I love BHP.
He did indeed do it.
It's kind
Wow.
of funky. It's kind of funky with a little rock. Yeah.
Anyone can rap to Big House Pete.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. it
Play that
seems like.
funky music, Big House Pete.
I love that. I thought my my audio was fucking up, and it's like, no, the song just starts inexplicably 15 seconds into the track.
I love that about YouTube. It's like, oh, I didn't know this song was 9 minutes long.
No,
No,
well-
there's just 6 minutes of silence after the song.
This is their official YouTube, so this is all Big House Pete's fault.
Is he a Pittsburgh guy?
He is a Pittsburgh guy, and I just wanted to
you can
play.
hear it in the riffs.
I wanted to play some of the songs because that's instrumental, but he does have lyrics.
good.
For instance, this is a song called Butternuts. This is off their album Junk Punch.
I like this dude's vibe.
Oh yeah, here comes
It's
Butter.
like dark jazz.
Dark Jazz.
Also my nickname.
Here we go.
It's like rage.
Yeah, dude.
It's better than Rage.
Beautiful hair and beautiful smile, and some people call her a slut. I loved everything about her.
Big House.
Butternuts. It's 8 o'clock on Saturday night, and I was sitting all alone when a big tall blonde came walking in. She was headed towards the phone. I observed her
Is
as
this
she
song about a trans woman?
I believe so.
so tight. I could tell by the twinkle in
I don't know
her
if his
eye
perspective
that
is gonna be
something was
great.
not quite right. I said, something's a little strange about that. Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, so
All right. Already something's a little strange about that.
there's something a little strange.
He's still gendering
Is
her,
he
right, at this
speaking from
point,
personal experience here? I always feel like the dudes that are super caught up about that are fucking, well, one,
right.
crazy.
but they're
Yeah,
just like
Dude.
paranoid about it.
Yeah, two, do you think this is a thing that happens?
yeah. Well, so that's a little bit regressive. You
Yeah.
know, honestly, it's probably not cool that we played that, but I'll find a better one. This one is this one's called Titties.
All day long they bounce on by from the left and to the right. I never get nothing done. Watch
Damn. This guy's a piece of shit.
Oh man.
and boom, and the death and cheese. In a church or in a bar, fully dressed or in a raw.
Man, I'm done with this. Turn him off.
You don't like Big House
This
Pete?
is one of those songs where it's just like, if a woman heard you singing this, do you think they would be into it?
No, they would rightly hit you with their purse and leave.
Or just like be freaked out.
In a church or in
I mean, can you imagine a woman hearing that being like, awesome?
But also,
Yes, 100%.
the
yes.
other song also made me think this demographic of his audience may just be shitty guys,
Well, it's
weird
like-
guys who are incels but don't know
Well, would it surprise you to know Titties only has 229 views?
it. Motherfucker.
It's like that song Jet, you know?
No, which
or it's
one?
like, Are You Gonna Be My Girl?
Okay.
It's like that, but just with like just a much more piece of shit vibe. Like,
Well, maybe
I'm the cool guy. I'm a rambler. He probably describes himself as like a blues traveler.
Oh yeah.
well that one, maybe that wasn't so good.
like your personality. I like your titties.
Don't waste my time.
Okay,
Probably
well-
a guy like that where it's like, waste your time. What the fuck are you doing?
Listen, I'll totally own up to that one. That one wasn't so good. Maybe you guys will enjoy this one. This one is Porn Star.
I love to jack off every single day.
This is what happens when a guy who plays guitar just to get women just makes an album.
The riffs are undeniable, though.
Yeah, I like
pretty
that.
sick.
I like that one.
He's literally trying to set up a profile of like, I want to fuck, I like titties, and I'm transphobic.
And I fucking shred.
Deal with it. What you want?
Got up this morning, I knew I had to find a job. Tired of feeling like a loser, I am tired of feeling like a slob. Man, the frustration when you got no
what?
education, no production, no construction, all you're doing is masturbate. I went out and got a paper, I checked out the classifieds. Hundreds and hundreds of jobs, only one seemed to apply.
Oh.
Average mid-sized male and must have a look that we can't sell. Working hard, working hard, working hard. Where's my check?
Yeah. Where's my check?
This one's mislabeled. This is the title track. This is Where's My Check? Damn.
This is.
Oh, I thought this was porn star.
or
I was like, was he a porn star?
That's what I thought this
No.
was going. I think it's mislabeled, dude. I thought
This
because
is-
he was going to be like,
yeah.
there's only one job for me because I got a big ass dick.
I think it sounds like that's the way it's going still. I think it's just a concept track. I don't believe this man was ever a porno star.
What? Why? Is it because he talks about it all the time?
Can we see his dick?
Yeah.
You could probably message him.
Yeah.
Ask him all these
true.
questions.
I was going to say, 266 views. I have a feeling he'd answer our call.
That seems pretty open.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Nuts and banging sluts.
Yeah.
Working hard, working hard.
Cooper's face. Cooper is deeply unhappy.
It's just crazy how consistent this guy is.
Yeah.
You look so unhappy just then.
I think he's like disappointed in him at this point.
I
It's not
like-
even that he doesn't like him.
No,
he's just
I know.
like mad.
Because didn't he make the movie? Or is he just
No,
a
he's
song-
just in the movie.
No, his song is in the movie. He's
Okay,
not in it.
that's
Which one? Porn star?
The one Cooper rapped to.
Oh, okay.
It's just an instrumental.
Okay.
Because when I always, whenever we watch shitty movies, you have to stay through the whole credits just to see the little
Yeah.
details of like for instance, with that one, the guy who directed it also wrote, did the lighting, did the camera work. Like his list of shit he did was crazy. But then it was just, they had the 3 songs and one of them was Big House Pete, and so I was like, well, who's Big House Pete? And
It makes sense why they chose an instrumental.
They're like, hey, we need a song. Don't talk at all. We don't want that. Or he just shows up to the studio and they're like, hey, we don't have a mic for some reason. You got to make the song without a microphone.
I wrote a song about blowjob.
I got one. One more. I for sure want to play you, but I did just want to read. These are some of the titles: Big House, Titties, 10 Years, A Chick I Know, Love Is on My Side, Crash and Burn, Tired, If Only Sheep Could Shave. Which I feel like that. Whoa. Who knows? Wallet, Coming to Get You, Ghetto Bird, and Shoba Dooba Dooboo.
I got to be honest. This whole thing has reminded me of the YouTube star Big Herc of Prison Talk.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
He
yeah.
got out of prison and started doing porno. So maybe
Big House
maybe
Pete.
that's a thing that happens.
So Big House Pete was in prison for 10 years, got out, did porno. He likes titties.
Became a rock
Does
star.
not like trans women.
Yeah.
And that's what Big House Pete does.
I played this one at the end of the episode, but I wanted y'all to see it too because this is actually they did this for a radio station.
Oh, they got a live performance.
This is a live performance they did for a radio station, which is A, why it sounds so good compared to their other stuff, but also B, why they are for sure like self-censoring here. So keep in mind this is for terrestrial radio. Otherwise, this would be you'll see what I mean. This song is called Kill You.
Which one's he? The chain guy?
None of them are Pete. That's just the name of the band. That's the part that pissed me off the most.
Oh, wait, it's not one guy?
It's the concept. It's like Leonard Skinner,
Oh, so the guy on the album cover.
At least that was what they're. That's what I seem to think.
got
which one of them?
tricked.
Which one of them's the guy on the album cover?
I think it's the guitar player and the singer. It might just. Here we go.
If you got the balls, I'll be on tonight. You can bring
This is like if you asked a 16-year-old boy to write an album.
Yeah, this man is fully 50 years old.
Is he?
I think. Look at him.
He doesn't look young.
I'll freaking kill you. He goes freaking kill you. Freaking kill you.
Yeah, he's like a shitty road comic who's like, comedy needs integrity. It's like defending doing shitty ass.
The bass players has a very serious look.
I gotta say,
he's actually pretty good.
that's what I was gonna say.
he's going off.
The bass play. If this was just like a straight instrumental band, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, that kind of
he would be the star of the band.
for sure. Yeah,
He's carrying.
Oh yeah, he's over there rocking a 5-string too, man. He's
Because
killing
he's
it.
going crazy, so Big House Pete cannot really do that much.
And the thing is, he's not just strumming with 2 fingers. He's using like all 4.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
He's fucking yeah. He's
going full slap bass.
Also, the drummer, I mean, doing about as little as he can.
Yeah,
but
very utilitarian.
keep him beat.
He's just like, I'm getting paid for this. That's how much I care.
Me up your means to your end. Now all these fine people and all these fine folks came down here tonight to hear that big house show.
Does this guy even have a real accent?
I know
no, they're from Pittsburgh.
and I know for certain I will kick your freaking ass. I'm freaking
I love it.
It is funny. It's like when American punk rock singers take on a British accent or something. It's just like, I want to make a shithead album where I should sound like I'm from the South, which I know we do all the time when we do Dumb Guys impressions. We always just do Southern accents, but we get that. We
Yeah.
grew up in the South.
I was gonna say.
Fuck this Pennsylvania guy.
Yeah, that's so funny. And also, I will say, and you maybe can help me with this, Cooper, because you're from Southern California. As far as punk,
SoCal,
as far
he
as
calls it.
punk rock affect, have you ever met anyone who's like, "Let's go to the mall"? Is that with the Blink
Like a
182?
pop punk type.
Yeah, because that is an affected accent from nowhere.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've met people, a lot of times it won't be people like from here though that'll do it.
That's
That's the kind of thing.
right.
I've met people that'll be like, yeah, and then you're like, where you're from, and then they're like, Portland.
Okay.
Or they're just they're like, fuck.
I'm from Eugene.
I'm from Utah. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, that's a thing people don't realize is you can come to LA and just live as a character.
Absolutely.
And unless you have somebody who knew you before,
Right.
nobody can call you on it.
Who would
Yeah.
know?
You're like, yeah, I'm the guy who speaks Portuguese from fucking Nebraska. Or he's like, okay, I guess that's a thing.
Some like older, like the hardcore guys from like LA and California, like they'll have that, but it's more angry. They're like, yeah, man. Like they're just louder with it.
Yeah, like the borderline, like evil hippie accent.
Yeah.
It's not cool, man. That thing.
What's his name? The first singer of Black Flag. That guy Keith Norris or something. You can kind of just like see him walking around Silver Lake,
Oh yeah.
looking pissed. I don't know.
He had
My
it
friend-
all, and it all fell
I was
through
gonna
his
say
my
fingers.
friend-
you'd be pissed too if you got replaced by Hank Rollins, man.
Yeah, you know Newman, right?
Yeah.
Like, he was talking about how he saw him at a thrift shop, and he was like, "What's up, man? Like, I'm a huge fan of like Black Flag, Circle Jerks." And then he like didn't say anything, but he like Newman put out his hand to get a handshake, and then like Keith did not do anything for like a minute, and they just weren't moving. He was like, "What the fuck?" And then he just looked down and he realized that like Keith was just holding a fist pound just there like the whole time.
He was
and then
going
just
for the
didn't say
fist bump.
anything. Yeah, but
Damn.
just walking around, white dreadlocks, looking pissed.
Well, there's an artist in Los Angeles named Kenny Scharf, who a friend of mine, buddy Sean, listening in Milwaukee, super into. So whenever Sean comes to visit LA, like we'll go see his exhibits and stuff like that. And I like his stuff. And Kenny Scharf's whole thing is if you just give him your car, he will paint stuff on your car,
Right.
And for free, which is cool because he is like an established artist and everything. And so when you drive around LA, you'll see people with these kind of cartoon, like
They're like bullets.
almost look like like the little bullets that you jump on in Mario. And our friend Newman got that done to his car, and I didn't know anything about the situation other than I was like, hey, I know who did that. So I saw Newman at an open mic, obviously in the before times and shit like that. And I was like, oh, you got Kenny Scharf did your car. And it was a sore subject. he was like,
Yeah.
he was mad about it. He was like, I regretted it immediately the second I did it and stuff like that. I was like, you knew what did you think it was going to be?
I heard him do a set about it like the same day, and that's what he said. He was like, "I got it," and immediately he was like, "Fuck!" But then he was like, "It was too late." He was already spray painting.
Yeah.
and I couldn't tell him to stop.
Elise Golgowski also had that guy on her minivan.
Oh, is that right? Nice. Yeah, it's very cool on other people's cars.
Comics love attention, if you guys didn't know.
Oh, man.
I want him to spray paint my windshield.
Yeah, that'd be tight,
Just the
dude.
windshield though.
Spray paint my face, man.
Yeah, huff some paint and some gas, dude.
Bring
Yeah.
the fucking paint.
Yeah. Huff
Just
$231 of my gas and then fucking
You just robbed.
Should we talk about how the building caught on fire last night?
yeah.
Building hasn't caught on fire in a while, so
Yeah. So
happened more than once.
I mean, not with the laundromat, but usually the you've been there when the smoke alarm starts going off in the entire building.
yeah.
Oh yeah, but
So-
I meant like firemen coming and everything.
Yeah, well, when that's happening, they have to come.
Oh okay. I see.
Yeah. Some kid pulls the damn fire alarm.
Yeah, or somebody just barbecues inside their house, which seems to happen sometimes.
Fish apartment.
But last
boy.
don't even get us started on the fish apartment. But last night we were just chilling. There ends up being like 2 fire trucks, an ambulance, maybe a third fire truck.
There were 2 fire trucks on our street, and then I swear to God, I saw 4 more like pass by. For some
Jesus.
reason, never came to the apartment. But like one of them was the one that
They
was,
were just
so
like, let
big.
it burn. We know this
Yeah.
place.
One of them was so big it had like the trailer, where like it has a
Yeah.
lot- like it was.
They had the
Big
guy,
boys.
the extra guy on the back driving.
Yeah, the extra guy on the back and everything.
I
Damn.
think they knew there was an actual fire this time.
Yeah,
and because when they
yeah.
came in, because at one point I was just like, I'm gonna go see what's happening.
Yeah.
because I thought it was something happening with like the camps down the way, and I thought
Yeah.
there's so much response. I was like, man, somebody got stabbed or something. I gots to see this.
Yeah.
But I walk out into the hallway and it's just covered and not covered, but it's smogged out with like gray, horrible smelling smoke.
Oh, Christ.
It was funny too because we walked down to see what it was, and we realized it was the washing machine. And then Sam, you started walking to the washing machine room, and then like a fireman was behind you, like also going in. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna go down there. And I was like, Sam, you should like. And then you just kept walking, and I was like, you think the fireman's gonna be like, oh yeah, cool, just like chill. you can chill here. That's fine.
I just wanted to know what was happening. I mean, I
Yeah,
didn't
but I
get
felt
in
like-
their way.
I figured you would, but I was also like, we know what's happening. We can go look at it later.
I was trying to see if there was like black char, like
Yeah.
how big the fire actually got, but I don't think it was even an actual fire. I think the lint bag that
Yeah.
we don't have a vent for
Yeah,
our dryer that's like legally we should have.
I said this on the show a week ago when we were talking about the fucking dryer. I was like, yeah, that lint bag, that's going to cause a fire because that's what happens. And then Sam fucking texted me. I was like, yeah, well, that's it. That is a 1 + 1 = 2 situation, my man. Fucking, of course.
The other day I was washing clothes, and then it just like stopped. It just wasn't doing anything for like a while.
Yeah.
And it was just full of water, and I was like, well, I don't have time for this. So I just transferred all my clothes out of it to another washer and made a real mess.
Yeah.
But then that washer was still on. I just kind of let it run, and then all the dryer went away, and then the room got real smoky. And then I just left it
Oh,
open with the washer still
Jesus.
on, and I was like, whew,
Yeah.
that doesn't seem good.
Yeah. So,
And then Sam was like, I bet it didn't have to do with that. And I was like, for sure.
yeah, well, listen, if this podcast and Shermed Out don't publish for a long time,
Carbon monoxide.
you'll know we all died in either a fire or a carbon monoxide leak from our stupid fucking dryer.
As we were going down the hallway to another like family was coming out to investigate what was going on, and it was all smoky, and as soon as they opened the door, they go, I bet it's the laundry room.
Yeah,
I didn't know so many people were aware of this. I still wonder if the complex even knew it happened at this point. Like, I get the fire department's not going to find out who owns the building and be like, hey, by the way, very dangerous what you have going on there.
I feel like they might.
yeah.
I don't think they would.
Well, and also it should be said, at some point in the intervening time between when I was in Alabama and I got back here, they changed the laundry machines from coins to now you have to scan it with your phone.
It's so
And it works
fucked
like
up.
shit. If you don't have a good internet connection,
Right,
you
it's in a
can't-
basement.
Yeah, I have to log on in my apartment, then go down there, and then hope it works still.
They just
Same.
want fucking people without smartphones to smell.
yeah, really,
So
it,
mean.
it does feel like that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's also they cost more now, and they start fires.
Yeah, and
which the
there's-
old ones did not
I
do.
mean, that's the funniest thing. Yeah, they fuck us over. It's so fucked up. I'm sure people
It's hard
in
to
this
use.
building who
It's
got
more
a fucking,
expensive. It's a fire hazard. All
Yeah.
the good things.
You got a fucking flip phone. You're fucked.
and we got
And then
50
even
cent,
if you use it, it'll start a fire. Like,
and we're paying $1 extra for the whole process.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Fucking what's the Shine Pay?
Yeah,
that's the app.
Shine Pay.
Yeah.
Go leave us a good review on Shermed Out and then leave a horribly negative
Yeah,
review
on
on Shine Pay.
Shine Pay.
Which is funny because if you go to that, a lot of people already have.
Yeah.
Because they have the exact same problems we have.
Right. Because most laundromats are in the basement of buildings where there's no cell phone signal.
what would they do if somebody just bought like a nice washer and just put it down there?
Oh, dude, that'd be so funny.
Because like,
They would try to act like it was a problem.
Ooh,
Yeah.
man.
because you just use it for free.
We should fucking just put notes on everybody's door like, yo, you want to throw 20 in
Yeah.
the fucking washer dryer?
Yeah.
There's enough people that live here. You'll
That's
get it
true.
fucking several $100s.
Yeah, we just move the old ones off to the side and just hook up the new
Well, the
ones.
firefighters already unplugged the fire dryer, so
fire dryer!
there's already an outlet open.
We're just in court. We're like, oh, it's illegal to buy a washer. Do something about how we are not allowed to store it there.
They're gonna say it costs money to use the water and electricity, and they make the money from us using the coins, which is not true at all.
We'll be like, then we'll charge the people, and then we'll take a cut, and then we'll give the rest to you.
'Cause,
Because we have
yeah.
a business.
At one point,
Now
when-
we're exploiting people.
At one point, when they were getting on people about having the pools,
Oh, yeah, sure.
they claimed that they had to pay for the water,
Yeah.
but it's
yeah.
not that. That's not true at all.
Yeah.
But it's like, is you thinking paying a couple bucks for the washer to work is fucking you paying utilities? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Let's burn this motherfucker to the ground.
Hey, don't
Except
worry.
we don't,
It's gonna do it
We
for
don't even
us.
have to try.
It's going to do it for us.
I think it's going to crumble in an earthquake.
Yeah, Cooper's first week or second week living here, that bad one happened.
Oh, yeah,
Cooper
yeah.
got freaked out.
Yeah.
Because I just
did
never
too.
been in a structure this unstable. I've just always lived I've been through
Cooper's an
earthquakes.
engineer. he's
I mean, it feels bad. I don't know. I grew up here. I felt earthquakes a lot, but I'm always in like one-story houses.
Yeah.
But then this time I was like, man, the concrete or the whatever will stay up, but everything below it, where it's going to be like one of those ruins.
I
you
think
know?
it's just one of those things where when you have multiple floors, the upper ones are going to shake a little more.
Right, right.
During an earthquake.
I woke up for the first time from an earthquake like a week ago.
No, I didn't even
Oh,
feel
the
that
one at the it was like at 4 a.m. or
Yeah,
whatever?
there was just
Yeah.
one, and it wasn't long. It was just like a little rumble, and then just like a, and I was like, man, if you like did that like times 3, fuck,
Yeah.
shit's
I don't
coming
know.
down.
I can sleep through them. I can sleep through people yelling.
Fucking today, I finished the bookshelf, and I was gonna drill in like the cord thing, to keep it
No.
connected to the wall.
Oh,
the
earthquake
earthquake
proof
set-
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just wasn't really going well, and because they have this weird thing about like finding a stud or having a blocker, and it was this whole thing, and I was like, you know what? I guess if there's an earthquake, it'll just come down.
Yeah, Mia had me screw her bookshelf into the wall, and the whole time I was doing it, I was like, I'll help her out, but I don't understand why she thinks this is going to be an issue. I think
No,
it's
I
more
think
so
it-
she just doesn't want to pick up her books off the ground.
I think it would help because I don't want but I should still do it now. I think
I've
that-
got a stud finder if you need one. The problem is when I hold
he
on
just
to
rubs
it,
it over
I
himself,
was gonna
right?
say the problem is when I hold on to it, it won't stop beeping.
Yeah.
Sorry
Why'd you take
for
that away from him?
I don't know. I didn't know he was going there. You
Yeah,
can
you
edit
did.
it. No, I didn't. Edit my bad riff because Rivers was better.
That's the stud finder joke.
I mean, yeah,
You
it's the classic
knew he
one.
was gonna do it.
I just wanted to hop on it quick. I want everybody to go, damn, Sam's so on point with the stud finder
They
joke.
knew it was coming too.
I wanted to do something that everybody enjoys, which is show you fellas some
Have a party.
some photos from my vacation. You know,
Okay.
everybody loves a slideshow.
Yeah, of course.
And in this particular, I just wanted to talk about the city of Deadwood, South Dakota. Deadwood is, obviously the HBO show everybody knows.
Is
stuff
it
like
based
that.
off the city?
It is, yeah. So the show is kind of about the Wild West in South Dakota, and Wild Bill Hickok famously got murdered there.
Yeah.
His famous
Hicks.
famous yeah,
Wild Bill
Hicks.
Yeah.
But yeah, you had the dead man's hand, aces and eights, and
I don't.
I know.
What does that
I
mean?
know.
You don't
Don't
know
tell
that?
Cooper.
Oh, so Wild Bill was holding he was holding 2 aces and 2 eights, all black cards, so spades and clubs. And this guy who was pissed at him basically snuck up behind him and shot him in the back of the head, and he fell over, and that's called the dead man's hand.
So he was about to have a good
Yeah, I guess.
a good time. Probably.
Yeah.
Got a 2 pair.
But yeah, so if you know the Motorhead song Ace of Spades, where he goes, "The dead man's hand again," that's what
Oh,
that
I
is.
didn't know you said that.
Yeah, so that happened there. When I got there, I was like, I gotta go see Wild Bill's grave because he's buried up there, and Calamity Jane, another famous Wild West figure, buried right next to him. Come to find out, Calamity Jane, they didn't really know each other. They had maybe one interaction. She was just a huge fan, and it's like a groupie. So
Role
she was,
model.
Yeah, so she was like, "Hey, bury me next to Wild Bill." So I went up to the cemetery, and this town, as we're about to see, it's one of the most, because it's right next to Sturgis too, and biker culture or what have you. It is extremely conservative, like
Yeah.
just the biggest chud shitheads you can imagine.
Sure.
And I went up to go see Wild Bill's grave, and every goth kid seemingly in South Dakota was in the cemetery taking pictures for Instagram. And it was fucking amazing, because I was just looking around. I'm like, man, this is just all boomers. This town is just ridiculous. And then I went up there, and the cemetery is literally on a mountain. It's fucking a very steep angle, and the goth kids were all above me, and they were all laying on the grave and taking pictures of each other and shit. And you could tell I was just like, oh, that one's the leader, because she had tattoos. She looked like she was 19 or something. And they all, it was awesome. I was like, oh, all the South Dakota spooky kids are here in the cemetery. This is fantastic.
Did you pour out some cherry wine for Wild
Some cheer
Bill?
wine for Wild Bill? Yeah. Or I think he drank bourbon. Also, Wild Bill,
He's like
He didn't drink soda.
He's a criminal. He was a famous criminal. Outlaw.
he was a famous everything. Gunfighter, I would say, is his big claim to fame. He is actually, the Wild West. There were not, despite the fact that it's depicted in movies a lot, the quick draw, the walk 10 paces and turn, that did not happen a lot.
Right.
Wild Bill's the first documented guy to do that. He shot a man in the middle of the fucking street on a 10-pace draw. And he was also fought for the Union in the Civil War and was friends with George Armstrong Custer. So, he was just one of them guys that was around.
The people's champ.
Yeah, people's champ.
He was the Paul Wall of that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. Well, I mean, wildly famous. But anyway, I get back down into the town and I start walking around. The place where Wild Bill was actually shot, they've rebuilt the bar. It's not the original structure, but it was closed. That was the main thing I wanted to see. And I was like, I'll walk down the strip. They've got kind of a cool Old West looking downtown. And I walk into this place that it takes up 3 storefronts, but it's one huge T-shirt store. And I walk in, and this was the first thing I saw on the wall. There was a T-shirt here. I'll put all these on our Twitter so people can see them. That says, "I'm here to drink and fuck, and I'm almost done drinking."
I didn't know they sold Big
Run!
House Mike merch.
Get away! He's almost done drinking.
Now he's gonna fuck us. Run!
That's a really scary shirt.
That's
to wear.
dude.
Because it really implies that once the cup is empty,
So something's gonna happen to
Something
whoever
bad,
is nearby. It's a proximity situation for sure. Get up to the cemetery with the spooky kids and run away from it. So there was that one. This one says, stay low, go fast, kill first, die last. One shot, one kill, no luck, all skill.
And there's a picture of a sniper
Yeah.
in between that to make it look even worse than it would have just with all the words.
Yeah, so I'm in this store and I'm slowly realizing, I'm like, oh my God, this is like a right-wing shithead
Yeah.
store.
Don't tell him you're a lib. Don't
Like,
tell
I
him
know.
you're a
Well,
lib.
that was the thing, man. I was just like, and you know, before I could even like say anything, this guy goes, "Hey, how's it going? Trump shirts are 3 for $10." And a full 1/3 of this t-shirt shop was all the Trump shit.
Damn.
And it was all like it was going on clearance, baby. Like, and the guy was just like, "Where are you from? What are you doing?" You know, like was trying to get my whole shit. And I'm just like, I was like, "Oh, I'm just here to sneakily take pictures to make fun of him on a podcast." But I couldn't say that.
I
so I
don't
was-
want your Trump shirts. I want
he tried to get me in one. He was like, "What are you, about an XL?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Here, let me."
we got to get rid of these. We need more room for rape shirts.
Trump ain't in vogue no more. so. We're gonna go back to hate Hillary shirts. I know there's no reason to, but the fuck do they
People
sell?
still hate her.
Oh yeah. There's still money in that. There's still money there. But then I noticed there was a really, really great one here. Drunk wives matter.
All right.
What does that mean?
I don't know. And right next to it is one that says, "I stand for the flag. I kneel for the fallen." And it's an American flag with a guy holding a machine gun kneeling in front of a little tiny
And you
cross.
can see a sign in the back that says Trump
Trump shirts. Yeah. The clearance sign.
to prove Rivers is not lying about this place being awful.
It's funny to imagine being like a billionaire and you're like, yeah, I can buy anything I want. You walk in there and you're like, I'll have all of the Trump shit.
You know what, man? I'm going to do you a solid right now. I will take all of them. This one is I'll zoom in so y'all can see it here. There is a Sons of Anarchy parody shirt.
Oh man,
that
that's
says-
so fucking funny.
It says Sons of Trump, MAGA chapter, all for one and one for all. And Trump is doing the middle finger, but he's doing my favorite kind where you actually kind of slap the inside of your elbow to do it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a full, middle finger.
Up your ass.
it
Yeah,
says-
and up your ass one.
And it says 2020, so that's even funnier that
Yeah.
he lost.
And what's funny is there's no way this was made before or after January 6th, but there is fucking the Capitol in the background and a bunch of people holding flags. Like, I don't think they knew what they were doing, but wow, it's really evocative of what happened
Also,
on the
the
6th.
Photoshop picture of his head is so fucking badly done.
One of his neck folds, like his trademark turkey waddle neck folds, is just kind of comes together at a slightly acute angle that doesn't connect to anything.
Yeah, this is one of those classic, like, bad old album covers that Southern rappers used to have,
Yeah,
where they couldn't take a full
Pin
image
and
of
pixel.
them.
It's
So
the
they
pin
like
and pixel.
had a picture of their head, and they're just like, I'm going to try to fit this onto a body, even though it's at an angle that makes no sense at all for the human biology.
I also. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
I just feel like you guys are being really disrespectful
Well,
of this small business.
I also wanted to focus on the shirt next to it. It says, "I fear no evil, for I am the baddest motherfucker in the valley of the shadow of death."
And then right next to it is a different color of the
Drunk
drunk
Wives Matter.
a worse
Drunk
color.
Drunk Wives Matter was really popular in the store.
People act like drunk wives. They just don't care about them, but that's not what I feel should happen.
It's so weird. Let's see. I've got a couple more. We're building to a crescendo here, obviously.
This is just like all, have you ever been into like a beach town t-shirt store?
Yes, it's an evil beach store.
Yeah.
It is an it's an Alvin's Island of evil.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, why is that only like a middle America conservative thing? But no, it's also
not.
Venice.
It's
culture.
Venice Beach. It's evil Venice.
People that want you to know things about them quickly and with bright colors.
We've got a Keep America Great, Trump Pence 2020, and it says, "Impeach this, make liberals cry again." And Trump is they flipped the previous image of the guy giving the middle finger, where he's kind of doing the up yours with the slapping of the back of the elbow thing, but then to tone it down for this one, they have him, I think, giving a thumbs up, but it could also be a hitchhiking, like, are you going my way, man? But the thing I really like in this one is, and again, we'll put all these on our Twitter so people can see, is, man, this guy's goatee in the background of this shirt is really razor thin. Fucking love it. So
God, what a fucking weird thing.
And finally,
I wonder who that guy is, like, you know?
oh, the guy who owned the store?
No, the goatee guy.
Oh,
Was he
God.
in the picture? Did someone draw him?
Somebody who let Getty Images, take their picture. And then finally, there is this shirt, which I'm not just saying that this is a bad shirt because of what it is. I'm saying it's a bad shirt. Just aesthetically, it's horrible.
It does.
But
look
also,
terrible.
what it is it is a sleeveless Confederate flag shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But then it looks like he printed out an iron-on. I don't know if you remember back in the day, you could buy T-shirt iron-on paper to go on your printer.
Yeah.
It looks like that, and it looks like it just came out of like my fucking laser printer up here. It's Donald Trump, and he's got his arms folded in front of an American flag, confusingly. So you've got both flags, both the good flags, and it's written over his suit. It says, "How may I offend you today?"
I like the lettering because the way it like form fits and is kind of thin. It almost looks like the font on like a coming of age teen movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's almost like
a Judd Apatow flick.
Yes, it's the same. It's the King of Staten Island font.
Yeah. How may I help you today? It's about a guy named Ryan. He works at a Kmart.
Yeah. So, so that's what happened on my spring vacation. I went to evil Venice.
There's something funny about like complaining about liberals getting offended, but then also going out of your way to try to offend them.
Just punching a guy in the face, being like, "Why are you mad?"
I also forgot there was one more. This is the USA. We eat meat. We drink beer. We own guns. We speak English. We love freedom. If you do not like that, get the fuck out.
And then there's two gray flags and a Punisher skull, which actually has the colored American flags in it.
But then also it's got guns. This one has all the clip art on there. It's fantastic.
Bullet holes, guns.
This guy used the entire print shop suite that he got on a CD back in 1998.
He probably had other colors on it, but the guy was like, "Dude, you can only get 3 colors for what you're paying."
My favorite thing, and I didn't get a picture of this, but I swear to God, if you go to Deadwood, it's in the window. Have you all seen the show Deadwood?
No.
So there's a tremendous amount of swearing to a hilarious degree.
I gotta check it out.
It's great. And Al Swearingen, who's played by Ian McShane, famously says the word cocksucker all the time. He's like, "Oh, fucking cocksucker!" Like he just,
a real Joey Coco Diaz situation.
Yeah. But it's extra funny. But it's extra funny because it's, it takes place in the 1880s or whatever. So a guy saying cocksucker, it feels a little out of time, and apparently it is.
Monday morning, it's 1882. We gotta get out. 6 bullets in the chamber, motherfucker.
But I swear to God, they had an Al Swearingen shirt that just said cocksucker. So right next to all these, like, I fucking kneel for the cross. I love Jesus. Fuck you. Also, guys, cocksucker.
Hey guys,
I
know. What are they advertising with that shirt?
They literally think everyone knows this reference from the show. You were assuming because that's the famous. That's the most famous thing about that show is that
and the guy's face was on it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would just think that guy sucks cock.
Right. You're just calling actor Ian McShane a
that guy's
cocksucker.
a world famous cocksucker. Apparently, I had no guy should check his Wikipedia. I guess
Even if the actor saw that, he'd be like, "What the fuck?"
yeah,
Just stop doing this.
he would probably also be like, "I am not getting paid any money for this." At all.
No, this man is 100% just.
You're like, "Why isn't the word in quotes?"
Oh my God. Well, do you guys got anything else for today?
I got an email from one of the worst dispensaries in town. It's for 420. I've been getting a lot of 420 texts and emails from dispensaries that have your number. And they always try to do like special events. But these people, like, you could tell they don't smoke weed. They just own a weed business.
Right.
Because they wrote the 420 email. And you know how people write 420, 4/20? Every time they wrote 4:20 or 4:20:21. Like, they don't get it at all. And then at the end of the email, they say, "Oh, we love you and we will always be there for you."
What?
And also the whole I could just show it to you. The whole email is formatted terribly. There's like
Just some guy that hates weed smokers. He's like, they're lonely.
By the way, Urkel's got his own weed coming out.
Hell yeah.
Did you see that shit?
Purple Urkel.
Purple Urkel.
Here's the formatting of it. I can screenshot it and send it to you so we can guarantee
please.
how fucked up it is. There's just like where they hit the return button multiple times in the middle of a sentence.
All right.
But they tried to just explain.
We love you and are always there for you.
Yeah, I didn't
you should
lie.
go there and be like, hey, man, I really need some money.
Dude, this is a delivery service. And if you call them, they take 3 to 6 hours to bring you weed. I swear to God, it's the craziest thing I've ever experienced.
How are they still in business in L.A.?
They're illegal and they have really cheap prices.
Oh, okay.
The only way I found out, Daniel Magden used to buy weed from them because he's broke.
So the we love you and care about you is low-key like, please don't tell.
Yeah, I think
Please,
so.
please, we love you so much. Please don't tell the cops we're doing this.
But they send emails all the time about different days. I don't know if you even read this. I don't know if you want to
Okay.
include it, but this is just read the entire Valentine's Day email.
Okay. Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day occurs every February 14. Across the United States and in other places around the world, candy, flowers, and gifts are exchanged between loved ones in the name of Saint Valentine. But who is this mysterious saint? What? What the fuck? What are they talking about? Who is this mysterious saint? And where did these traditions come from? He was murdered like all the saints. That's what a saint is. Find out about how the history of Valentine's Day from the ancient Roman ritual of Lupercalia that welcomed spring to card-giving customs of Victorian England. From the weeds... No!
And that's the entire email. This is them trying to sell you on specials on Valentine's Day. That they literally just copied like the Wikipedia definition of Valentine's Day, and that's the entire email.
It just says, we're including a gift with every order this Valentine's Day. And then... What? Oh, that's so weird. Maybe
it's funny because they include the same gifts on every day, but they usually just write out what your options are and stuff. This they just gave you a definition of Valentine's Day.
in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Lordy. Oh, by the way, Mike Lindell update. He's doing that new Frank. We talked about it. So he's got a new social media place, the My Pillow guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
So
I don't know his name still.
His new social media they announced today. It's all about free speech, but no swearing allowed.
Oh, that's
Okay.
awesome.
So he said no porn, no death threats, and no swearing. Those
So
are the
it's
3
just
rules.
Twitter, but terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Twitter, but like not funny. Come on.
Not
Don't
funny and
send
no
me
porn.
death threats.
That's the best part about Twitter is you can just be like, I want to look at porn right now without changing the website I'm on.
That's funny that guy like got a bunch of death threats because he did like a bunch of racist shit, and then he's like just being like, "Isn't the worst part of social media all the death threats? Don't you hate it? We all get them." When you know how people accuse you of inciting a riot?
All I did was have a discount code QAnon. I'm not part of this.
Aren't you sick of it?
Well, shit. Are y'all ready for our jam of the day?
Certainly.
Yep.
Oh, buddy, here we go.
Is it by Big House Mike?
No, there's something weird in the world today. It's Aerosmith.
Oh, God, they're a shitty band.
This is from their record Get a Grip from 1993. Living on the Edge, also known as the theme song of Ice Road Truckers. If you
is
remember
this
that
really?
song, yeah. We're living on the edge. That song. So,
Well, that song's good.
that's not the point of this exercise.
Weird Al has a funny parody.
Wait a
Living in the fridge. Yeah, it's all about yeah, there we go. This really is like they heard like Collective Soul or fucking one of them Soul Asylum bands and was like, we got to do this. Like this is their attempt at alt rock, I think.
I'm gonna do a commercial for Carl's Jr.
Yeah. Like the chorus is very Aerosmith, but then like the actual thing is like almost like very, very early 90s alt rock kind of. But anyway, point is,
This is what people want from Steven Tyler.
yeah, alt rock.
nice soft melody, nice little soft voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Him and Big House Pete should do a remix of "Dude Looks Like a Lady." Big House Pete would be really into. That's probably his favorite song.
Well, funny you mentioned that. This video, the end of it is Edward Furlong from Terminator 2 is in this video, and he's got the hots for his teacher. And then it turns out, his teacher, was cross-dressing.
that's the end of.
That's the end
this
of the video. Yeah, this video has fucked up transphobia at the end of it. 1993. That's like or
So-
94, I guess. Yeah,
So if you ask Steven Tyler what it means to live on the edge,
yeah. He's the guy who wrote "Dude Looks Like a Lady." Think about that. So.
maybe Steven Tyler kind of quiet about some stuff.
Possibly. It's got that,
Should let go,
absolutely.
I hate to say it, but yeah, it's like one of those things when somebody's like super homophobic. You shouldn't be like they're secretly gay,
Right,
But
right.
dudes who are constantly worried about hooking up with a woman that has a dick,
Right.
that's a whole new level of just weird.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And he kind of dresses androgynously.
Yeah, that's kind of true too.
This is true. Let's get down into these comments here. First up, Gordon Wagner from 2 weeks ago. Why are music videos so fucking stupid?
Agreed.
Shut the fuck up and play the song. You want to make a movie? Go get a film degree.
Whoa!
Just the idea of music videos infuriates this man.
I do
Gordon's
hate.
had enough.
I do hate the ones that have like a minute of something before the song, and then they pause in the middle of the song for another little skit.
If you pause in the middle, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're.
I don't
Okay.
know what happened.
Let's see. What?
I can hear
It's
you.
okay. It's
Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay. Justin Music and Fitness from 2 years ago. Grew up on this rip to all my friends. Still hanging on.
Grew up. Me and my friends used to listen to this song a lot.
And
This
now,
is the music I listen to when I do fitness.
yeah.
We were living on the edge. Now they're all dead.
Yeah, now they're dead. Exactly. This one starts off normal and then gets pretty angry. JB from 3 weeks ago. I love Aerosmith. This track reminds me of the real world when we spoke face to face. No need for a credit card just to get a date. And no fucking silicone in your girl's chest. Jesus, how have things gotten like this?
the only two things he mentions have to do with women. He's just so pissed off at women. He just hates women.
The idea that he has to pay money for a date is very funny. Like, I would like to impress you and have a relationship with you. I ain't paying for it, though.
That'd be funny if he really means credit card, though, where he's like, why do women hate cash?
Luke Connolly from 3 weeks ago. I don't crawl, and I don't expect anyone else to do that. But where is the support from well-known bands supporting people who are actually living on the edge?
What is are these guys supposed to be giving people heroin?
That's
or
what I think.
something?
I think he's saying, like, he wants Aerosmith to give him money. He's like, I'm dying here. You know, I'm not looking for a handout, but Aerosmith could help.
You only wrote this song because of guys like me. So I think I deserve a reimbursement of my shitty ass life.
What's that fucking word? Muse?
That's what I am.
Husky Rider from 1 month ago. This guy probably shops at that shop in Deadwood. Husky Rider from 1 month
If they
ago.
have a big and tall version.
Oh, it was all that Trump section, boy. Yeah, they don't.
Boy,
have-
was it big and tall.
They do not have to print mini size extra smalls in the Trump section. Put it that way. And I say this is a fat guy. Husky Rider from 1 month ago. Robin DiAngelo needs to listen to this song with her eyes open and her brain cleared. Don't know who that is, but
She took half my money.
yeah, I think it's that guy. Oh God,
Song makes me think of Robin DiAngelo.
is that a person?
I got no
I'm
idea.
sure.
I mean, I know it's I mean, it's not like a famous
Maybe.
person because I just
Maybe,
imagine it's like
right.
this guy's ex-girlfriend, right? Like that's what I think.
Imagine people.
Yeah.
There's a guy in the street last night. He had imagined somebody had fucked his bitch, and he was real upset about it. He was yelling a lot, and then he tried to get me to murder the woman for him.
What does this button do from 2 months ago? Great music, but these lyrics are a load of trendy woke shit, trying to make out the sun's dimming. Now I don't know what that second part means. The sun is dimming seems like
The world's ending.
I only have one thing left to say. Like he's going into that, that dark night. But I love that the song from 1993 is a bunch of trendy woke shit.
Yeah, that's
fantastic.
That's confusing.
Here's one from Sue Elliott 3 months ago. There are enough Illuminati symbols to bring the message home. I'm not some conspiracy nut, just observant enough to notice the Illuminati. Same as toxicity from System of a Down's vid.
They got you on either end. You try to rock out to Aerosmith, they got you. If you think you're getting away from it, nah.
And that's the only two types of music.
Oh man, this is an epic one. Just BBB from 4 months ago. Hello guys, my name's Justin Baker. You all may have seen me on the Just Try Man show. Katy Perry is here in Utah. She is playing a Queen of Mean game with Taylor Swift and Paul Dunn Jr., that piece of shit. Oh lord. The two of them are intimidating and strong-arming people in Taylor's little prison compound here. Katy Perry wants to leave, but she's stuck and needs help. She's not harmed, but she is supposed to be held against her will and doesn't know how to leave or is not being allowed to.
This is a scary one because this guy will break into a random person's house and murder them.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
They're saving Katy Perry.
This is the guy who fucked up the Lady Gaga's dog walker. Like that guy.
Oh boy.
This one is John B. from 5 months ago. I find myself awake again in the devil's playground, where too many walk blind to the chaos of the world and also the beauty that's worth trying to help ourselves and save our souls. That's a classy cigarette you're smoking in here. I believe I've had them myself because of the golden filter. But my excuse is the same as yours. I got a fever, and I might be here, but I'm not all there. I'm fucking twisted, sister. You're toxic twins. Rattle, rattle, snake. Rattle, rattle, snake shake. Listen to it now, so you probably don't have that scotch, but I'm going to anyway. Went out all 2 nights ago, have slept, now need scotch. Yeah.
This is the tweaker.
Your fault, my choice. Now for scotch. First thing in the morning because of talking to you. Yeah, I've lived on the edge since I was 12, maybe 11. Time for scotch.
Damn, that guy fucking wrote that about meth.
That guy loves scotch.
Well,
dude.
as soon as I heard that he smoked cigarettes indoors, I was like, everything else is going to be bad too.
That's a very specific type person.
He talks like those shirts.
I know. I feel like all these people could have been in that store with me at any given time.
They own the company.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a couple more here. Arthur Noble from 1 year ago. I'm living on the eggs.
I like it.
That's it. Just mic drop. Living on the eggs. These are the let's see. These are the last two here. Stephen Schmidt from 1 year ago. Living on the edge. Flat Earth truth. Water doesn't lie like the Freemasons do.
Whoa. A lot of Illuminati people.
Oh,
who are
yeah.
fans of Aerosmith.
The flat Earth too, because the edge. You can fall off the edge of the flat Earth and stuff. And finally, Stacy Buckley from 2 months ago. Aerosmith. How can I help you? I am Stacy Ann Buckley. I live in Holiday, Florida. Come to Holiday and help the kids. If you see something, say something. Pasco County, Holiday, Florida, we have a problem. Let's all chime in or chum up. Oakland County, Michigan remembers the fear we had with the Oakland child killer. Meow, wolf.
Whoa, there's a serial killer on the list.
And Aerosmith is the only one who can stop him.
Well, did you ever play Revolution X?
I was literally, that's exactly where I was going with that. This is the plot of Revolution X2. Cooper has no idea. Aerosmith had a video game where you got to shoot mutants and shit while Aerosmith played in the background. It was an arcade game. They had it at the bowling alley.
You had a secondary shot that was throwing a CD.
Yeah, that's right.
It was more damaging than the bullets.
That's great.
Oh, well, this has been great, too. We are living on the edge with Aerosmith. Cooper, where can people find you on the internet?
On Twitter, it's on Twitter, it's Cooper Lyden. On Instagram, it's Lyden Cooper. And then listen to me and Sam's podcast, Shermed Out. I'm on TikTok now. I do the best on TikTok. Cooper
All right.
Lyden, get on my TikTok, babies. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it.
Hell yeah. Sam, where can people find you?
Slam harder at TikTok, Twitter.
Hell yeah, dude. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley. And of course, the best way to support the show, head over to patreon.com/thegoodspod. You can hear more of Big House Pete at the end of our River of Darkness episode. We also did a 2-hour rundown of WrestleMania with professional wrestler Justin Morales, which was super fun. And of course, the second best way to support the show, head over to Apple Podcasts. Rate, review, and subscribe. Show that attitude of gratitude, because if you don't have the attitude of gratitude,
fuck you and fuck yourself and fuck you for leaving Shermed Out a negative review.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
We'll see you
Yeah, go suck a dick till you die.
next time.
Your own dick.
Yeah.
That's what I say.